Hey everybody, Brett here with day 196 of my carnivore diet journey. That is 28 weeks, 7 months, whatever we want to call it. And today is August the 25th. Yes. So today I am 230.3 pounds. So that's 102.3 pounds down. And the best thing about that is that I have been over 100 pounds, or over 100 pounds lost, I should say, for the last 4 consecutive days. Which doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is a big deal. The reason for that is that usually I'll hit a number, be really excited about it, and then I'll drift back up just a little bit, and then I'll come down again. This time I've actually consistently dropped a little bit. Before we go further, subscribe, like, comment, do all those things. Continue to see my content, plus help give it exposure to other people who would be interested in see this. So I've had this problem consistently throughout this process. I shouldn't say consistently throughout. Consistently since the last 5 months, right? The first 2 months, I was pretty much dropping every single day. And then I all of a sudden hit a goal. I get happy. I relax a little bit with what I was doing, drift, and then drop again. And then I had my Mexico trip in June where I gained nearly 14 pounds and then dropped back down again. Had another weekend where I tried pizza and shot up like 8 pounds over the weekend. I know it's a lot of water weight, both the Mexico trip, the pizza and everything, a lot of water weight, but it was affecting on the subjective tool that I use to measure, the scale. So this week on the 22nd, I came in at 231.4. That was the first time I came in with over 100 pounds of loss. It happened to be 101.2 pounds. That was a 3.3 pound loss from the previous day's measurement. Now, what I'm happy about is since then, consecutively, I lost 0.2 pounds, 0.2 pounds, 0.7 pounds. So by just reminding myself that I can't just ignore it and be happy and eat extra or don't eat the right stuff. And by the right stuff, I mean not eating enough fat for me. By not allowing myself to get off track, I've kept that 100 pound plus loss off. So very happy with that. Now tomorrow starts my week. Tomorrow's Monday. And I am planning to, again, do what I've done the last 2 weeks, and that is fast on Monday and Wednesday. So I will do a minimum of 24-hour fast, but ideally what I'll do is a 40 to 42-hour fast. How I do that and how I calculate it is basically I start with my meal tonight for dinner. So tonight I was done eating at 7:30. So 7:30 tomorrow night gives me a 24-hour fast, right? 16 hours from there, which would be around noon, would give me a 40-hour fast. And then sometimes I won't eat until 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, depending on my work meeting schedule. That'll end up 42. So somewhere between 40 and 42 is my target. Tuesday I will eat, call it traditional carnivore, pork, beef, something. And then Wednesday, again, I will not eat. So from whatever time Tuesday I stop eating, between 6 and 7 usually, until noon or so on Thursday, right? So that's how I've been doing it the last couple of weeks. I had done that twice previously in June, trying to get to my 250 mark. So I'm going to do a very similar thing here. One of the reasons I'm also trying to lead up to this and follow this again is that I shared the other day that I do have a surgery coming up. It's going to be on September 16th. So when I have that surgery, I am most likely going to be required to modify my diet to best aid in my recovery, right? I don't know this guaranteed yet, but I am preparing myself for that. And I'm trying to prepare myself to not only deal with the different diet for a little while, but to be in a position that I won't get upset or desperate to hit my next mark, right? So my very next mark, my end of August mark, is 230. I'm at 230 point, what did I say? 230.3 right now. So theoretically I need a 0.3 pound loss. Tomorrow I'm going to do a fast. 230's in the bag. I'm not concerned about that anymore. Now what I'm thinking about is 220. So I don't want to get to the end of September and not be at 220 and be upset, right? And I also don't want to go against, let me use an extra word, go completely against what my doctor says I should do as part of my recovery. So I'm going to listen to the doctor and what they have to say, and I am going to take that into as a data point for how I will eat during the time they say I need to change my diet. If they tell me I need to move to an all-vegetarian diet, that's not going to happen. I've never eaten a vegetarian diet in my life, and I never intend to. But if I need to take a fiber supplement, I've been researching some fiber supplements that are not plant-based, synthetic. Fiber supplements in general tend to be non-digestible, so want to help me there. But what they can do is prevent digestion of some of your food that you do intake. What I'm eating, I want to ingest or digest. So I have to figure that out. But if I'm closer to my end of September goal weight by the middle of September, I'll be less likely to worry about it quite so much. So I know I'll still worry about it. I can't not obsess with it right now to a degree. And I think that's the word that my wife would use, is that I'm obsessed with it. We went to her dinner tonight and I ate, my food for the day today. So I had about 2 ounces of Italian sausage at like 10:30 this morning. I actually helped a friend of mine we made sausage. We made chorizo and Italian sausage. And there was a little bit of Italian sausage left in the meat grinder we're using to stuff the sausage. And he just took that in and his wife cooked it up for us. So we got to eat that right away. So that was really good. And then by coincidence, my wife made homemade pizzas for her and the rest of the family for dinner last night. There was leftover Italian sausage. So I ate about 2 ounces of a leftover Italian sausage around 1 o'clock. And then for dinner, I ate, I wish I had a scale because I don't think it was quite a pound, but it was a pound of brisket. And unfortunately, it wasn't smoked brisket. It was more of a oven roasted brisket. So it didn't have quite the same flavor that I usually like, but it was decent. And I had 3 wings. Now the wings did have some buffalo sauce on them, and my stomach has been yelling at me for that for the last couple of hours. 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But with some sauce, it wasn't super, super saucy. I kind of scraped what sauce there was off of it that I could. But there was still a little bit of it on there. And I think that's what kind of, my stomach just wasn't quite ready for that. So, but that was my dinner tonight. And again, she's like, can you be any more complicated? And I was like, how much simpler can I be? Just bring me a plate with brisket on it. Nothing else. The problem, of course, is they don't even have brisket on the menu. They have a brisket taco and they have a brisket mac and cheese, but they don't have just brisket. So I had to ask them, like, hey, can I just buy a pound? So that's what they did. But it was interesting. And, her comment that, can I be more complicated? It's not that I'm complicated. It's that I'm high maintenance. I guess that's probably the best way to describe it, right? Because, he's like, do you want some sauce? I said, no sauce. Just bring out the brisket on a plate. You don't want any sides? No, I don't want any sides. Okay. And he brought it out and he's like, can I get you any barbecue sauce or some ketchup? And I was like, no, just the meat. And, of course they all ate, they all had desserts. So he brought out plates for everybody to share the 2 large desserts that were ordered. And my plate sat unused because I didn't need a plate. And he didn't say anything, but he did look at the plate when he came back over. He's like, he didn't touch that. Okay. So, but yeah. I guess I do obsess a little bit. I am very particular about what I'm eating, but I think that's good. It's working for me. My eldest daughter that doesn't live here anymore, she even walked in the door today. She's like, Dad, you look skinny. And again, I don't look skinny, but I don't look like I was. So I'm going to keep going the way I am. Stick to my diet as close as I can post-surgery and just prepare myself that I might have to adjust my diet a little bit and it may have some impact to my weight. But we shall see. Most important thing is that I'm alive and hopefully 1 week of adjusted diet, that shouldn't hurt me too bad. So enough about what's coming up over the week, my food for the day, and in fact, yeah, still feel great. Except that I'm wearing, I need to buy more shirts. This is a triple XL. The shoulder seam is way over here. This is what I used to have to wear every day. And this shirt used to be tight on me. But I told my wife, I'll wear it one more time and then I'll donate it. So that's what I got for today. Talk to you tomorrow.